it's Liz from Old Stables Crafts. How are you this morning? Today is Saturday morning, so it's time for a Simple Stamping Saturday, and I've actually got a Simple Stamping Saturday for a change. So let me flip the camera down and show you what I'm using. So I am using the Textured Floral bundle. Now obviously for my simple card I'm just using the stamp set. I'm using 3 ink pads and 1 note card and envelope. So let me show you the project. This is the stamp set. So this is what I am going to show you how to make. It's very quick, very easy, and I think is a really lovely little card to send a little note to someone on. And I love this sentiment. Every thought of you makes me smile. The other sentiments we've got is with a grateful heart, so you could obviously pair those two, and birthday blooms for you. There is a splatter. I love a splatter. Not using it, but there is a splatter. I'm not using this stamp, and I'm not using this stamp. This one does actually nest quite nicely around here, but I'm not using it. So let me get started. Oh, and of course I stamped on the envelope because it's Simple Stamping Saturday. It has to be done. Right, okay. Eyes down for a full house. We've got lots of stamps. Going to start with the large one. My colours are Moody Mauve, Granny Apple Green and Bubble Bath. So 2 new colours and 1 returning, well, 1 continuing colour. I'm going to start with the Bubble Bath and the largest of the flowers, so this one here, and then build up from there. So let me ink up my stamp. I can see that the crease is here, so I'm going to come in to the left and to the top and press. Now, if you find you don't get a good impression when you're using photopolymer stamps, do think about the piercing mat, because that gives you that sponge. I've got a whole pack of paper below here, so I'm getting some sponge anyway, so I'm not too worried. So then we've got the next flower, which is this one. I'm going to overlap them a little bit, not a huge amount, but just a little bit. I'm kind of building up a picture, and then this, which is, I'm using it pretty much just as a background, and that's going to nestle in here. And again, I'm overlapping a little bit, but they're all the same colour, so it's fine, but it just fills that space nicely with something that's a little, you know, soft. Right, so I need my leaves and my Granny Apple Green. I will need my Bubble Bath again in a moment, but let's do this first. So this is going to come into this gap here. I'm trying to not stamp over the petals, and then without re-inking it, I'm going to come in over here and do a second generation, very faint second generation for the leaves. The longer you leave the stamp down on the first impression, the lighter it will be on the second. Right, Moody Mauve, and I will need a scrap of paper, which I had to hand. There we go. So just a piece of old grid paper. And I need this one first, so this goes onto the big flower, and I'm going to stamp that off very quickly, so it's a light or lighter Moody Mauve, and then this one, and again really quick stamp off and on there. And then finally, and this is going to be full strength, I'm going to pop the sentiment down, so I don't need that for the moment. I will need it back, but so every thought of you makes me smile, and this is going down here. Now, if your leaves are coming down quite a way, just get it to the leaf to sit in between 2 of the words. Load, aim, fire. and there we go. So don't mind it going over the second generation, but obviously you don't want to stamp over the first generation because it won't be that clear. But every thought of you makes me smile. We can then fold that in half, grab a bone folder and burnish that edge. So we've got that lovely card. Then, again, grabbing my scrap, making sure my envelope is the right way up, which it wasn't. I will need that again, but I need my smallest flower. Oh, there it is. So, in Bubble Bath would be useful. So that's just going to come in to the bottom corner there, and then get that out of the way. Grab the infill for that, stamp it off, and onto the middle of my flower on my envelope. And it's as simple as that. So lovely little card made in about 6 minutes. Really quick, really easy. You could make lots of these, whether you're a beginner stamper or whether you're a more seasoned stamper. You can get lots of those really quickly. So that's my simple version. My stepped up version, first stepped up version is this one. So I've got some embossing in the background, vellum, slither of card. I'll have close-up photos of these on my website, so do follow the link in the description bar below for that. This time I've used the dies, and I've used some of the standalone dies in the background, and again vellum and some embellishments. So those are my 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you did, a thumbs up is always appreciated. Let me flip the camera back up so that I can say goodbye properly. Thank you very much indeed for joining me this morning. As I say, all the details will be on my website. Link for that is below in the description bar. If you've got any questions or comments, by all means do leave those below the description bar. I love seeing people's comments. And if you've got a question, by all means just pop that below. And happy July. Hope to see you again very soon. Bye for now.